You cozy, Mitt? Good morning. How's the morning? You want to come outside with us? It looks pretty nice. Let's have to call it a winning Wednesday, I guess. Again. The audience missed you, Mitt and Steve. Is T-Rex already over there? Indeed he is. T-Rex, by popular demand, doing the thing he does only at this store, which is 1, 2, 3, and out. I don't know. He just started doing it when he was a puppy. I would be stirring my coffee up in the kitchen, and he would get all excited because he knew we were going to go out in the back slider down the stairs, and that was 7 years ago plus. 60 degrees here at 8:30 in the morning on a winning Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025. Last week we called it Winning Wednesday because that was the day that 1 degree outside live stream Weather Channel began. How's it going, Matt and Danielle? A week into it. Did you get any sleep in the last week? It's also a winning Wednesday because it's so pretty outside. High pressure, for the most part, in charge. Temperature this morning at 7:30. We had some 40s all the way down to southern New England. It was 48 degrees in New Bedford this morning. So another kind of chilly night. I think I have a couple of windows open in the house, but temperature was in the low 60s in Boston. The breeze kept up a little bit. Dew point in the 40s. So we're all on a roll for the most part, even though there are some enigmatic things happening, like the rain in Vermont yesterday. Yes, beautiful image come. Chris White, thank you for sharing in Sheldon, Vermont. At least that's what the title on the picture said. There's a nice shadow. Thank you, Chris. I don't know how you got that whole rainbow. Well done. I had to put it in wide angle to get that gorgeous. Yeah, so there was a little bit of a rainfall lottery yesterday, despite high pressure right over northern Vermont. 0.33 inches of rain, enough to make puddles in Newport, Vermont. And we may do that again today. The early morning satellite image showed the few scattered showers, towering cumulonimbus, just in southeastern Canada, near the border with Maine and Quebec, and otherwise mostly clear sky. A few more thunderstorms well south of New England. The front offshore is generating some surf. So we have surf and we have showers and we have a sailboat race, a lot to cover, and a 10-day forecast. Oh, and beeping forms people making sure everything's on the level. I zoom in, my audio goes down. I zoom back out, my audio comes back. I thought I'd use the iPhone microphone in case any birds wanted to give us some net sound this morning. So yeah, I talked about the surf. See how the water is still kind of glassy, but then a little bit of breeze starting to show up. These boats are pointed toward the southwest, but I think they're going to turn around and come from the southeast. Anyhow, the Cinnamon Rainbow webcam at Hampton Beach. I was only watching for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I saw just about anybody who wanted to catch a wave. It looks bigger than the buoy report of 3 foot, 8 second ground swell. Yes, so fine Wednesday, September surf weather session at sunrise today. Now what happens though with the heating of the land and the fact that the high pressure is going to break in two. Here's the map this morning at 8 o'clock. The high pressure kind of split with the 1020 over the Gulf of Maine, another 1020 hanging back over Pennsylvania. So that one over Pennsylvania tries to push the air in from the southwest. That's happening a little bit now. And then the high pressure over the Gulf of Maine tries to push the air in from the southeast. Sometimes you can get a sea breeze front, so we may have some interesting cumulus clouds. But what that says for the sailboat race, here's the NAM. It's called mean sea level pressure. There's isobars on there. And it's the near ground level wind, 10 meter AGL above ground level. So it's about treetop, so a sailboat mast top. And you get southeast over the water today with the heating of the land and the high pressure off to our east. Be about maybe 10 miles an hour or so, 10 knots, 11 miles an hour, something like that. And it'll probably be going light as the sun goes down. I'm assuming that the sailboat races are going to start earlier in the evening now that the sun's going down earlier. And we were out here for sunset yesterday. T-Rex, our sun dog. Hey, Rex, say hello. Yes. And the cats are back, and we'll talk more about them and more. And the garden. The garden's lush. I've been watering it, and Just a quick rundown here. I'll keep talking because of rainfall. You know, the rainfall lottery. Why don't I show the rainfall lottery for today? Because there are instability showers scattered around northern New England this afternoon as the high pressure starts to retreat, but we've had the showers right in the center of the high. And anyhow, this goes through this afternoon. You see a couple spots of purple, and believe it or not, that's about 2 inches of rain forecast by the NAM near Saddleback, Maine today. So there's a little rainfall lottery in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and I'm talking little. These showers are going to be few and far between, but if the NAM is right, somebody can get more than an inch of rain. And then on the west side, here's the front that's going to come in tomorrow. Yes, there's a Thursday front, but it's going to be weakening dramatically from what it is this morning in the Midwest. And there are some showers getting close again tomorrow, but not too much action tomorrow. It's more tomorrow night and into Friday. So this goes out to 2 p.m. on Friday, and you see the rain's moving in, and the front's probably not even going to make it past about Worcester, Massachusetts, Manchester, New Hampshire. And so, yeah, I'm down near the garden now, and the lighting is much better in the evening to look at these beautiful sunflower that just opened and all these tomatoes. So in the morning, your best lighting is as you look to the east. In the morning, the best lighting is if you put the sun to your back and you look toward the west. So there's beautiful lighting on this pretty weed. And then when the sun goes down and put the sun behind you, you look toward the east, and that's where your best lighting is. So little garden tips, Farmer Tim's pictorial almanac coming up. And Steve was sitting right there yesterday. You want to see that shot right now? Yeah, he looked so handsome there admiring the sunset. And yeah, so this pussy willow and this green grass is a result of subterranean water. You know, we've had more than a foot of rain here this summer. A couple of instances is 5 inches of rain. And so that's why I don't even have to water this. It stays green. It's kind of shadowed. And this wood I put down in the winter because it was kind of muddy and icy down here. And it's repurposed from the original wall that had to be cut in half because of the steps that went in. More on that in the end more. Okay, let's get to the weather aspect of, I'm going to miss the surf because my weather video habit has kind of overtaken my surf habit. And by the time I would get the surfboard on my car, the wind will have picked up from the southeast, and that kind of gets on the surf. So kind of missing out, sacrificing that, but hopefully I'll make it to the beach. Maybe sunset session today. Here is the radar showing that kind of swirl. We've been talking about this for a week now. What's going to happen to this storm coming at Lake Superior? And it's a pretty powerful storm, and it's stalled, and it's going to lift to the north, and we're going to have that front, that rain that's in Michigan, only slowly get in here and then fall apart. And it's not really going to be a cold front. As a matter of fact, it's going to get warmer in a lot of spots because we'll have the wind, instead of coming on from the east, it'll come in from the west and southwest as that front gets closer. And we can show that on the day-by-day, play-by-play using the Euro. And here's the Euro. You can barely make out those scattered instability showers and a thunderstorm in far northern New England today. High pressure moves off to the east, and tomorrow the air starts coming in from the southwest for a change. Hopefully there's still some surf going on with an offshore wind near Nantasket and Cape Cod National Seashore. And the front is coming in from the west, and it's kind of just falling apart here with a scattered shower and a thunderstorm, especially west and north tomorrow. Better chance than today. And then on Friday, the front has kind of just completely fallen apart. We've got dual low pressure systems rotating in Ontario and through the Midwest, and we're still in warm to almost hot air advection on Saturday. Eastern New England looks like it is going to have late summer weather here with a temperature in the 80s, and the showers and thunderstorms coming in from the west only slowly. And so then the front really does come through on Saturday night, and Sunday we are getting on the colder side of the front. So places that are in the 80s on Saturday will be in the 70s or even 60s in higher elevations on Sunday. And elevation showers are possible. Maybe the first snowflake of the season on Mount Washington. If that didn't happen last week, still don't know the verification on that. And the one after another storms kind of missing us off to the south as a new high pressure system from Canada comes in, and we have one after another storm going off in North Carolina. And the guidance several days ago showed one or two of those trying to come up to New England. Now it shows none of those coming up into New England. And actually, a massive wave of warm air coming into central Canada as we get out now late next week. Now this is going to be on Saturday, September 12th. Nope, excuse me. This is Friday, September 12th. That's days 9 and 10 from last night's run of the Euro, 234 hours out, and it shows the same thing it's been showing for so long. High pressure near New England and more storminess off to our south. And I know that looks like a hurricane off south in New England, but it's not. It's a wave on a front, and you see the 570 thickness going way up into central Canada. So there's going to be a wave of late summer warmth coming at us from Canada. We'll have to see if that can make it in here. That looks like record warm in central Canada, and it looks like a hurricane south of Nantucket, but neither of those things are probably true. So no real appreciable rain. I'd say the best chance for rain here scattered around the next 48 hours. Saturday, some of us get more than an inch of rain, but nothing widespread and nothing really coming to the coast as far as I can see, because those coastal systems are staying off, even though the National Hurricane Center shows the 70% probability of a tropical depression forming and a tropical cyclone that would be named Gabrielle coming out of the Eastern Atlantic. And last night's run of the Euro, here's last night's run of the Euro. You can see that coming in, and then it's a little further south and west track than it had yesterday. And again, this is going to be a huge moving target, but it does have a tropical cyclone clipping the islands, the Leeward Islands there, the U.S. and British Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico about Sunday and Monday of next weekend. So that's out about 8 or 9 days also. And then that system looks like it wants to fall apart there as it comes towards the Bahamas. So we'll see. It's something to watch, but very quiet as far as hurricane season goes right now. And you know there's going to be a stronger push of energy, and we're going to see likely more named storms as we get into late September and October, especially if you see that heat building across North America. We'll see about that. So everything's a moving target. You know, it was a moving target for me yesterday, trying to get my real ID. I was really nervous. You know, you can't use your Social Security card. Well, they say if it's laminated. Mine wasn't laminated. I just had tape on the edges, and I still couldn't use my real Social Security card to prove my Social Security number yesterday. So that was a blunder, but I can get my license. So they'll give me a license as Tim Kelley, but they won't give me a real ID as Tim Kelley. That was frustrating. Before that, though, we went out on Bass River, did some kayaking, and I got on the stand-up paddleboard, but I didn't have my phone with me, but I probably paddled about a couple of miles, a little exercise, and Rachel was in the kayak, and I was out there with the egrets and such, but I don't have video of that. And then coming home with T-Rex to meet the cats, and the beautiful evening working my garden, the sky, the water are some of my best friends. Yes, I consider them great friends, and even though it's a really small garden, there's a lot of love in here and a lot of tomatoes. Who needs some tomatoes? Got plenty of those, and the roses are on their fifth bloom, what am I saying? And we got plenty of these. All right, so and more from Tuesdays Are Good If You Can Get Them on this winning Wednesday. T-Rex, what do you see? Oh, I see what you see. I did not secure Steve's line, and Steve went on walkabout. Oh, did you see that? There's a baby bunny right underneath the SUP. Did you see that? Nope, you're not getting that. Come on, let's go. There's dew, so I can pull him and slide him on the dewy bottom of my SUP. But there is a baby bunny underneath that thing. Want to go look at it? Send him that way. These bunnies, I guess it's my fault for having a habitat conducive to baby bunnies. Want to see him? There he is. Yep. No, don't go that way. There you go. Into the hosta. All right. How about this hosta, huh? That's some of the nicest hosta anywhere. All right, you stay in there. I'll put the animals over here, and we have a truce. And sorry, and more from yesterday. And more, 11:30 on Tuesdays Are Good If You Can Get Them. Hey, mind if we use this kayak? Hey, mind if we use this kayak? Can we use that kayak? Oh, I think I recognize the name on that one. Yeah. And this is another Bass River Beauty Day. Let's keep summer going as long as we can. We've got cormorants on the raft. Hey, you get off there, you cormorants. That wind sweep. Whoops. That wind sweep stopped working, Doug, but thank you. And it looks like we've got a bit of a Route 6 cloud today. When you have the light variable wind, you get a cloud over the middle of Cape Cod. What color kayak do you want?
Oh my God.
How about blue?
Blue, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm liking
The minnows are getting bigger. We've got snapper blues out there. But do we have blue crabs? Where are they? Looks like the population has gone down a little bit for the blue crabs. Used to be they were more numerous late August, early September. This year it seems like they were earlier. Oh, the wind sweep is actually moving. Cormorants are unimpeded. So I guess you should be a little further out before you get started, eh? All right. I will lunch you.
Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome. Collins Pond. Rachel Fogarty. When's the last time you went kayaking?
I don't know, like 4 years ago.
Hey, looking like you know what you're doing. See you in Yarmouth. Bye. I'm going back for lunch. And she's off. Okay, see you later, Rachel. That's Yarmouth over there. I'll pick you up on the other side. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to put down my phone and join you. I'm going to go on my stand-up paddleboard. A successful crossing. Ramming speed, ramming speed. Wow, nice landing.
Made it back.
Where'd you go?
Yarmouth.
I went to Yarmouth, which is way over there. That was fun. Lots more blue crabs over in that corner. T-Rex. Should we go back and reboot the Weymouth webcam and say hello to Mitt and Steve? He's like, whatever, it's Tuesday. Don't care what we do. Monitor the crows. Oh, we got done just in time. We had no wakes to contend with. Now they're out there tubing. It's so fun when you have the pond to yourself. Okay, does that mean I'm over my melancholy? Yeah, kinda. Rogue wave. 6. Route 6 cloud. Gorgeous little Route 6 cloud surrounded by sinking air. The place I'm standing when I was born was all trees. And it was cleared out by Chamberlain for a long time. There was a post office up there. It's not there anymore. Where Dollar Tree is, it was a Puritan Clothing. And now next to it is a AAA. And I'm nervous because I got to go for a real ID. Why does that make me nervous? I don't know. It just seems like it's so serious. You know, I don't like to be that serious. I'm a weatherman after all. I got my license renewed, but they still don't believe I'm the real Tim Kelley. I don't get a real ID because there was a little bit of tape on the edge of my original Social Security card and I couldn't find my 1099. And so on and so on and so on. Still love the weather. Still have a Route 6 cloud. I'm getting a ride back north over to Bass River. Leaving Dennis, entering Yarmouth. There we were on the kayaks right over there a short time ago. Highest point on Route 6. Pretty good view of the Route 6 cloud. To the left is south. No cloud. It's from the south. To the right, you can't really see. We used to have a great view of Cape Cod Bay here, but it's gone. All the trees filled in. But it's also sunny on the north side. Look at the view. T-Rex. Back to beautiful cirrus clouds and cumulus. 2 or 3 people still on the beach, yay. Here on the Gulf of Weymouth. Mitt and Steve. Looking forward to see us. I'm looking forward to seeing the tomatoes. Still got an osprey. Still another chance. Hi, Steve. Wind from the east. There's the other. Hi, Mitt. Mitt being aloof. Just pretending not to be happy to see me. I know you're happy to see me. Mitt, you're thinking about coming out, aren't you? Come on, let's go. And the gang is back together. Tuesdays are good if you can get them. T-Rex is like, let me go out. Haven't run out this door in a long time. Anything new? Always something new. Any baby bunnies under there? That's where they were last week. The birds. I think those are song sparrows are gathering. Yeah. Slope looks about the same. The garden looks dry. I can tell from a distance it looks dry. But I see a lot of red tomatoes. That's nice. Roses are on about their 4th or 5th bloom. So we'll do some watering. Steve, contemplating which way to run. Yeah, who was that? Someone just meowed. And Mitt's gonna go over to Mitt's patio. Steve just wants a little rub. Yeah, it's been too long, I know, Steve. That's all he cares about, getting a rub. Yeah, he's not on a leash, but he's getting better. Is that you, Mitt, meowing? Good to see you too. All right, just about time for a time lapse. I gotta reboot the web camera here. Should be pretty, might be able to get a couple of hours of the time lapse. So you got Cirrus way up there, moving from west to east, and down here on the ground, the air's moving from east to west. Interesting little shadow being cast by that cloud way up there, 25,000 feet. And there's our resident swimmer, just taking it in. Tuesdays are good, if you can get them. Mitt decided to get off the patio into the shade. You look so handsome. Steve going back into the sun, opposite. So yeah, I made more of an effort to get tomatoes this year than I ever have. I've never used this stuff before. And I think one of the contributors to the good tomato year is the fact that the big dig, deforestation, eliminated habitat for a lot of things that like to eat my tomatoes. And they also baited and executed a bunch of rats and stuff like that. I got rid of those things in my yard. And this sunflower was just delivered by a bird. I didn't plant that guy, I don't think. And remember the runt of the litter? The one that I didn't think was gonna survive? That's the one right there. Gotta put him up some more. And so I've got more tomatoes this year than I've had probably since I've lived here. So it's about my 8th summer here, is that right? And these were all started indoors in ski season. It's amazing, they made it through ski season. And this one just grew right up into the euonymus. Top of the euonymus isn't looking too good, but it spent most of last winter out on the ground. Anybody need a tomato? The Montauk should start blooming pretty soon, but I gave this one a really harsh cutback. Do I see any flowers in there? Yep, maybe a little flower. So we have these to look forward to. How are they doing in your yard? Gorgeous. Beautiful. I reboot the camera, but I'm not sure if it's working yet. We'll find out. Massive cargo ship, I think, incoming. You see it, Mitt? You're not even trying. Steve, you see it? I don't think you're trying either. How about viewers? You see it? It's a cargo ship, right? I know there's an app for that. There's an app for everything, but kind of apped out. I put the binoculars on it. Dozens, if not hundreds, of containers. Yep, cargo ship. Mitt snoozed a little bit while it was going by. Steve moved a little bit. And it's close to time to play us out. I mean, this video is getting pretty long now. So I think I'm just gonna go down there and play in the garden, wait for the sun to get a little lower, and start the piano music. Old Farmer Tim's Almanac. Best lighting is when the sun is low on the horizon. And if your exposure is to the west, that is sunset. If your exposure is to the east, it's sunrise. We have west, and today, west is best. Go ahead in there. Can you see that tiny bug? Thinking about it? World's smallest hummingbird. Waves. See the waves in there too? They're everywhere. He's a boy. see other rabbits down there, Steve? As Mitt snoozes. Concourse update, still rebar around the corner up that way, and then it turns into fairly new cement, and then more and more cured cement as you go towards the east, towards Gusset, the connector coming together, and it's connecting us by boat, by foot, or by forepaw.
Almost a double rainbow. Wow.
Net sound. Get some waves down there. Get cats on tables. We get the sun going down. Great lighting. T-Rex ready to call it a night, it looks like. So why don't we do that? I know the Cape Cod cam was working. What was the Weymouth cam? Mitt sees his shadow. 6 more weeks of summer. You sure, Mitt? Steve, double check. Steve says frost is right around the corner. I think you add them up and divide by 2, and frost will be right on time. Finally got to giving this part a haircut. Original Don and Roger Kent infrastructure on their terraced garden that had to be moved for the big dig. The big dig helped us with tomatoes this year, I think. All right, winner of a Tuesday. How about a winner of a Wednesday? Yeah, let's do it again. I don't have my real ID, but I still am TK to you and me. Thanks for watching. Talk to you tomorrow.